Yo, what's good? It's AM Trades, and today, for this video, we are going to be going over the top 3 trading psychology books that I used to become funded at 15 years old. Okay, so yeah, so these range from kind of more philosophical and kind of more related to trading psychology, and then some of them also go into the technical analysis as well, and kind of the various things around that. But I mean, I definitely think it's important to read books about trading, and with psychology as well is especially important. However, it is all in your time in the market, man. Time in the market trumps timing the market, okay? And yeah, these are not an end all be all. You should still be on the charts watching live price action, even if you're not executing on anything, just tape reading, just seeing where you think price will go, testing your draw and liquidity, all of that, okay? Those are all very important things to learn and need to be much more developed than your reading and kind of psychology theory, okay? Theory without practice is mere intellectual play, as someone said it. Some guy from my English class today. But yeah, so with that being said, we can move over here to the chart. The first one that I wanted to talk about was reading Candlesticks bar by bar. And this was by, let's see, Al Brooks. So this book is about, I don't know, it's a couple of years old. It's quite old. That guy is I believe it's an institutional trader who traded on Wall Street for much of his career. And that book literally goes through every single thing about technical analysis that you could ever need, okay? So like retail concepts all the way up to institutional level stuff that they're talking about in there. And they give printouts as well of kind of charts that you can go and mark up, as well as inside of the book. It's not just words. You've got images, you've got graphs, you've got all kinds of things kind of pointing you in the right direction for your technical analysis and everything that you need to learn about it, okay? And this includes bearish examples, bullish examples, consolidation, manipulation, time-based price, everything. This book is really, really, really important to read. It is super, super boring, but it makes up for it in the level of knowledge that you gain throughout the reading of this one. So yeah, bar by bar, reading price charts bar by Al Brooks. That is the first one that I definitely recommend. And then now if we get to the top 3 psychology books, that is the only technical book. And I say that because I truly do believe that learning on YouTube or learning from a paid mentorship is the best way for you to learn technical analysis in this day and age. Okay, there is no reason for you to be going and finding books about the Wyckoff method from 100 years ago, or going and seeing all kinds of things about, what Warren Buffett did in the early 2000s to make lots of money, because you cannot replicate that kind of trading style, right? It is all up to you. And the best way to do that, there's so many resources online. You go on YouTube, you search up, whatever, Wyckoff method. You will get a perfect explanation in 30, 40, 50 minutes from this random guy, right? Or you can go and look up ICT, for example, right? And learn about ICT concepts, or even go and look into support and resistance, or advanced support and resistance, or even Fibonacci. And then you can take bits and pieces of each one and put it into your own trading model and style, okay? And that is how you become profitable. There is no one size fits all strategy. There is no 100% mechanical strategy, and there is no way for you to go and pick up one book and then immediately be making money in the markets, okay? If that were that easy, everyone would be doing it, right? With that being said, the top 3 trading psychology books, the first one that I wanted to speak on is Crucial Accountability, and it is actually right here, if I can grab it. And it is by, I believe, quite a few authors. So we have Kerry Patterson, Joseph Grenny, David Maxfield, Ron McMillan, and Al Switzler. And they're all either in the sales world or PR world. And a lot of them have degrees in philosophy as well as psychology. And so this book is super, super, super important for your psychology, because it really lets you see into the extent of how important your self-accountability has to be, okay? If you are taking losses and you are not journaling, or you are immediately cutting it out of your mind, which is fine, unless you keep doing it and let it linger for too long, without going back and thinking on what you did wrong or what you could have improved on, then this book is for you, man. You guys really need to learn about how to stay accountable to yourself and accountable to others around you. And this one, I think, definitely has effects on my broader life as well, not only in my trading journey. But this one, I definitely recommend it. As I said here, no one else can be accountable for you, and that has really gone into depth in this book, as well as how your character and your honesty as a person is rooted in your self-accountability and ability to portray that to others. Okay, so yeah, Crucial Accountability by these various authors. Very important book. The second one that I can definitely recommend 100%, which is a little bit less trading psychology or trading in general related, but I still definitely believe it applies, especially to retail trading and the kind of one person, kind of one man show that you are usually having when you are trading prop firms, right? There's no one else behind you. There's no team of quants. You're not Charlie Munger running a whole hedge fund, right? It's just you and your screen and your laptop, right? With that being said, this is Primate Change by Professor Vybarr, Cregan-Reid, and it really goes into depth about how at our base, we are really just monkeys, right? We are primates, and we have evolved to be maybe more sophisticated than wild animals, and we have consciousness as well, which is something that other animals do not have. However, we think of ourselves as so above and so immune to instinctual thinking and kind of subconscious influence that we completely revert sometimes back to our primal roots, and we make decisions based on instinct, and we don't recognize how our subconscious affects us in our day-to-day thinking. And so this book really goes into depth about how the world has influenced us, and technology specifically, how it is going to change the way that we think and the way that we process and make decisions at a fundamental level, okay? And this affects trading, because if you just even think back 20 years ago, you weren't trading on a laptop in the middle of a bedroom, right? You either had a trade terminal, you were calling in your orders, you were doing like blue sheets even with a stockbroker, right? There was nothing like there is today, no commissions, low spreads, instant execution, all of that, okay? There was no volatility like there is now, right? And so this really goes into our changes from technology, and you can adapt a lot of that to your trading system and your trading psychology. And then finally, like I said, how our ancestors and our evolutionary roots are primal and instinctual, even if we think they are not and do not affect us, right? And yeah, so those are the first two. And then the final one, which I think is very, very important to trading psychology especially, is called The Secret Life of the Mind by Mariano Sigman. And this one goes really in depth, talking about our subconscious thinking and how deeply our subconscious affects the way that we take decisions in our day-to-day, and how we need to take control and kind of manually go through our subconscious thinking, and when we should kind of sit back and allow it to do its thing. That gut feeling, that is our subconscious talking, right? And I believe that he is educated in psychology, and then he wrote this book, I believe, in the early 2000s. And this one is a great read. It is very interesting, and yeah, he has a PhD in physics, and he is also a cognitive neuroscience professor as well, which is very interesting. And this book is very, very engaging. It has a lot of hypotheticals, a lot of stories. It's not just, jargon, which I really dislike when I'm reading a book because it makes it very wordy and difficult to read. But yeah, this one I definitely recommend. It had a great effect on my trading psychology, right? Like just being able to realize that money isn't real. It is a social construct, and losing money in the markets and making money in the markets, that has no effect on who I'm going to be in a year, no effect on who I'm going to be in 5 years, no effect on who I am in 100 years, right? Gone back to the earth. But yeah, these are the top 3 trading psychology books that I really used to become over 6-figure funded at 15 years old. And I definitely recommend you guys check them out. I will leave links all in the description. And I also recommend you guys check out my TikTok as well as my Instagram. I post daily, and there is lots and lots and lots of very valuable information on these. And I also post my P&Ls every single morning, whether it's a win or a loss. I'm fully transparent, me, trying to, make the space better. And then we also have the TikTok, man. There's so much free value on this. I cannot stress this enough. Definitely go check it out, and see if it's your thing, But yeah, with that being said, I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 7 of the Nothing to 1 Million in Funded challenge, man. I'm out.